Hi, welcome to my very first YouTube tutorial. My name is Ken and I have a little shop on Etsy that I just started posting a few things on a couple of days ago. It's called the Pampered Penguin Shop. And what we're going to be building today is this light box that you see in front of you. This is the Haunted Mansion from Disney World. And I'm going to turn the lights on so I can get started. Okay, so let's get started with what you're going to need. You're going to need your shadow box. This is a 10 by 10 from Michaels. They were on sale for $15 when I got it. It is approximately 2 inches deep, maybe it's almost 2 inches deep. That's more than enough space than you'll need for your shadow box that we're making. You're also going to need white and black cardstock. You're only going to need one piece of black cardstock for this instance, but you will need white, probably about 6-7 pieces because things happen, you make mistakes. Foam board. I got my foam board at Michaels also. The foam board I got is pretty cool. Unfortunately, I already cut it up, so I can't show you the piece. But if you look closely, you can see the little lines that show up. It has a 1/2 inch grid on the back, so it makes it really easy to cut into 1/2 inch strips, which is perfect for this project. You're also going to need double stick tape and a piece of vellum, which can be found at Michaels. And I think I have one here. It's basically, it's in the paper section. It is clear. It's almost like a plastic, but it's hazy. So this will help filter out the actual LED. So you won't see the actual LED, but you'll just see the light shining through. So you'll need one of those, and you'll need an LED light strip. I got mine on Amazon, and what they're used for is the backs of televisions. They use it to backlight them and create some kind of cool effect. So it comes in a strip like this. This one is about 9 feet long, which is way more than I'll use. I'll probably only use, I don't know, 1/4 of this. But one cool thing is, in order to get the multiple colors, as you can see there's a green, blue, and a red. I probably have it upside down. In order to get the strand to be 2 different colors, you have to sever one of these connections, and I'll show you how to do that later. Okay, now let's get ready to assemble. So we've cut out our pieces of paper of the cardstock with the Cricut. We're going to start with the black piece. I have it the way I would look at it in the shadow box. It's facing me as if it were in the shadow box right now. So what you're going to do is take the first piece, and they're a little delicate, so we've got a lot of tree branches. You're going to drop it in there face down. Then you're going to take your strips that I cut from the foam core. You're going to apply a piece of double stick tape on the back, and you're going to attach that to this first layer. Because you don't want to double stick all of the different layers together, so you just want a border around each piece of cardstock, but you don't want them stuck together. So as you'll see now, I'm going to do that. Okay, simple enough, right? That's your first layer. So you're going to do that with every layer after that. You're going to repeat the same process. And I am going to do this and probably speed the video up and stop talking so you can just watch me do this. There's no sense in watching this at actual time. Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute to stop. I've layered a few pages, but this one particular page I just wanted to explain really quick. So as you can see, this is the actual mansion. This piece comes out in two pieces when you cut it out of the Cricut, and I'll show you what I mean. This is basically your shadows. I know it's hard to see with the light box, but this is your shadows. And then this is the back of the building. So these two pieces are actually going to glue together, and essentially you're going to create one page with that. So you should probably do that first, and then we will put that in. I've already done it. So I just wanted to explain what this is. This way, if you do cut it out on the Cricut, you'll see exactly what happened. You'll understand why it's like that. Okay, once you put your last piece of cardstock on, we are not going to put a space in between the cardstock and the vellum. The vellum I also cut with the Cricut so that it's the same size. It's 9.95 is what I use inside of the frame. This way it gives me a little bit of wiggle room. So you're just going to lay that on the top. Unfortunately, I ran out of double stick tape, so I'm just going to finish this and give you an idea of what should happen. Once that's in, this is where you can then put your LED lights in, and I will show you how that is done. So again, I have already cut my LEDs and I have spliced them so that I can get that dual color effect, so that I can get the blue and the blue-green, or the orange and the yellow. And I'm going to start right here because the top half strand of the blue is blue. So I'm going to start here. Basically, you're going to go around the inside of your frame, right behind the paper, or the vellum, right behind your last page. And this has a sticky back. So just go all the way around your frame, like so. And then when you get to where it met, where you first put it down, I turn it around and come back, because the bottom is okay. It's okay if the bottom of the image lights up brighter than the top, because the bottom is where your thicker paper is. You have more layers anyway. So I come over to the edge and I make it just kind of wrap around the bottom just enough so that I can put a backing on the frame. Actually, let me plug that in so you can see it. That's it lit up. As you can see, the bottom is kind of a green, like a turquoise, and the top is blue. I need to redo these. These are just my testers, so don't pay too much attention to that. So you put your back on, seal it up. Well, I put it right where it needs to not be, but seal it up, and there you have it. That's a shadow box. Okay, and I just wanted to do a brief description on how to get the LEDs to be the colors that you want. And unfortunately, it's a little hard to see these colors on my phone, so I'm going to turn the light off. But just to show you, because I'm not sure how many people have seen these strips like this, but this is what an LED strip looks like when you buy it for the back of television. It comes with a sticky side and the LEDs on one side. So let me turn them, unplug them. So all of these little copper connections, at these spots, you'll see a little white line. You can actually cut that. You can cut the LEDs to length, however short you want them, however long you want them. So once you've determined how long you want them, cut that. That's going to be your end. And then the tricky part is, if you want to get two different colors, see there is it's hard to see on my phone, there's a G, R, and a B. That's green, red, and blue. This other one is so this last one is a ground. Not important, but you won't need it. So the green, red, and the blue are what you're concerned with. You will get a different effect with each one of those. So if you sever the green, it will turn the rest of your lights into a different color. If you sever the blue, it will turn your lights into one color. You kind of have to experiment. And what I did is, since I knew I was going to have a lot of extra anyway, I went down to the last couple lights, and you're going to do this with an X-Acto knife. And you're going to take You got to be really precise with this, and just experiment. Try cutting the green or the G with an X-Acto knife. I'm not going to do it on my finger, but I'm just going to show you. You've got to be really careful because it's very fine. Just sever that copper piece right there, and the second lights will change it. And then you'll have a remote, so you can fiddle with that and see what kind of colors you come up with, and do it with all three. But once you've done it, cut them off, because once you cut that connection, you can't change the lights after that. And that's that for the LED lights. So thank you for watching me build the Haunted Mansion shadow box. That is my first video again, so it's probably a little rough, and I apologize for that. If you would like a copy of this SVG, you can go to my Etsy shop, which is Pampered Penguin Shop. I have 2 on there now, this one and the Haunted Mansion in California. I will be adding more though. I'm enjoying the designing aspect of this, so if you're interested, like the shop, favorite it. Also, subscribe to the YouTube page. You'll be my first one probably, because there's no videos on there yet besides this one. But I will be posting more videos hopefully in the future. And thank you again.